receiver room?
That's a good question. I would say for our receiver room, we always pride ourselves on being prepared for anything, especially as route runners. You know, our job's to get open no matter what, like even if it's a run, pass, we're always trying to contribute anyway, and then that allows us for, once we do get the opportunity for all the receivers, we gotta be ready once it comes to us, including the depth.
Is there so many guys that it might be hard to keep everybody happy?
That's another good question. I feel like we got a good group of guys, and our chemistry right now is really high within the receiver room.
Left side, Isaiah. Been a couple years of time on task now and being a starter and such. Where do you feel like you have made your biggest improvement this offseason, and where do you think you can go? Like, what level do you think you can go to this next year?
Yeah, with this being my senior season, I been in the program for this now my 4th year, and I feel like being here for that long, I feel like I've improved on just knowing what to expect more and being on track with the quarterbacks. And I'm looking forward to this fall, being there every day for my teammates and making sure that I contribute in that way too.
Rainer?
How much do you think the offense changed when Ronnie went down last season?
When Ronnie went down last season, I feel like the offense was definitely hurt because he was our team captain and a big contributor for us.
And I mean, how much do you, with him back in the fold, I mean, how much does it change again?
I feel like with Ronnie in the mix, it's good to have weapons all over the offense, and using those weapons, I feel like that's just great for the entire program. I mean, no matter what, just production everywhere.
Stay on the left side, Brian.
What have you seen from Mike on the defensive side, and is it unique going up against someone who's sometimes also in your room too?
That's a good question because Mike's, I mean, for my whole time here, I feel like I've been in the same lineup right next to him on the offensive side of the ball, and then with him being on defense, that's a good advantage for him because he can see both sides of the ball, and it's fun to compete against him in practice because it's even more personal because he's also a route runner too.
Has it come naturally to him on that defensive side in your eyes?
Definitely. In my eyes, I feel like it does because I feel like he played that right in like high school and in his past, so it's good to see how versatile he is, and hope for the best for him.
Angelique on the left side.
Cornelius, do you have to have a different mindset to play special teams, and if so, like what is it? What do you have to flip a different switch?
It's not necessarily flipping a different switch, it's just, obviously it's not the same phase, but the same switch goes off at the beginning of the game. Once you step on that field, wear your pads, the switch got to go off. And if you wait till you wait too late, then like it's not something that can just be on and off. Like our coach always talks about that. Treat it like treat practice as if it's like the game. So then like once the game comes, it's just like practice. You know what I mean? It's kind of like something like that I think about in my head. You can't just be on and off for games. That's not really realistic. So it's all the time. Even in practice, you gotta have that switch. On special teams.
Have you blocked any punts in practice?
In practice, well, we don't go necessarily like live punts, punt blocks, like diving. I'm not gonna be diving at our punters, but we definitely are trying to put in schemes and put in different techniques, even that I can improve to block punts this season.
You've heard a lot about Darius Clemens. What have you seen from him, and why might he be able to contribute early?
I feel like he's a great young receiver. He's got a lot of speed and can go down the field, catch passes, and to have Darius in as a friend and as just another member of our wide receiver crew, that's been really awesome because I even got to know him better when we were on the Michigan trip. We were roommates and everything, and just to get to know him and to learn from him, and also I could tell him different stuff. I feel like he could contribute definitely.